There was a clip that kind of blown up. It was on Warstar. You remember Warstar, right? It wasn't like, it didn't go viral. It had like maybe 30,000 viewers. So my dad showed my mom, because my dad watches Warstar. My mom seen the video. She's like, what are you doing, blah, blah, blah. Why is everybody talking about you like online, blah, blah, blah. Because it was like hate comments. Mm-hmm. So she kicked me out.
Kicked you out of where?
She told me to quit.
Yeah.
Or I'm leaving. Like, you know, or like, you can't do this in my house. So I'm like, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. You know, like I'm not about to stop. Like I was already averaging like 20 viewers. I had like 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs.
Right.
Like I'm already going. So I like, and once I start something, I'm not stopping.
Right.
So boom, she kicked me out. I moved to my dad in Detroit. Then I kept going. I kept going. My dad didn't really care. My dad let me. Shout out to my dad.
Right.
Shout out to my mom too. I still love my mom. She just didn't know what was going on.
Right.
But anyways, I kept going in Detroit, and I got here. Pretty much it. But my mom, she just now understood it maybe a year ago. Like she really accepted it about a year or two ago.
So what age you become a millionaire? When you were 16 when you became a millionaire?
Oh.
Because you say you started 15 during COVID.
No. I became a millionaire at early 17.
Okay.
No. Yes. No, 16. No, I was 16. Mm-hmm. But it was like I was about to turn 17.
Mm-hmm. So now you got this influx of money. And you're like, damn, I'm 16 and a half, about to be 17. And I got more money than I could have possibly imagined just a year ago, let alone 5 years ago.
I know.
So what is that feeling like?
If you want to be honest, it's kind of so crazy, you know, when I think back on it, but I was genuinely, as a 16-year-old kid, I was just so locked in, like just on my craft.
Right.
I just didn't really take a realization on the position that I was in as a 16-year-old kid, you know, and right now I'm still locked in, but now when I think back on it, like, damn, I was 16, I was a junior, had all this money, blah, 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 but, you know, I was just locked in, you know, I didn't really take that into consideration, really.
Let me go back. You said your mom says if you can't continue to stream in my home, or you're gonna have to go. So did you drop out of school, or did you go to Detroit with your father and finish school?
Oh, listen. Okay. So I dropped out my sophomore year. I was failing all my grades my sophomore year. Then my mom was like, hell no. You know, she put a stop to it. She called my dad. I moved back. Yeah. Then I moved back in with my mom for my junior year.
Okay.
So I gained my credit for my sophomore year and my junior, because my mom, she was on it. She put me on online class. Well, we tried this like a public school, but that didn't last a month because, you know, I was already famous, whatever.
Right.
But anyways, I got into my online class. My mom locked me in because she wanted me to get my high school diploma.
Yeah, you get your diploma.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, for sure.
She wanted me to get my diploma, so she locked me back in. But, you know, I made my ways and I graduated.
So once you started doing it, you're gaining 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30, 40,000, and you become what you become. What was the first thing you purchased?
You know what's crazy? Like, I'm not even like a purchase person, like type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like my first big purchase was mainly probably just buy my mama house. That's probably like I was never like a guy like, oh, I wanted a chain, or I wanted that clothes, or I wanted this and that.
You're not a car guy, jewelry guy.
And plus I was 16. I didn't know what to do.
Right.
I didn't want a car because I didn't like to drive. I didn't want a chain because I just didn't want a chain. I didn't want clothes. I didn't want none of that. So I just kind of had money, you know.